Welcome friends. If you're wondering why this isn't a 100 days video, I apologize. I'm a working man playing Minecraft for the people. But I promise, in these 100 minutes, you will be entertained. So here we are again, ready to prove that any biome in Minecraft is survivable. With a distinct lack of trees in this biome, I am forced once again to punch and collect what I can. In this episode, we have sticks, cactus, and a flower. I'm sure this will be a very successful run. Again, I can't believe what I am missing before. With these shaders, I feel like a Star Wars character. Similarly, hungry and fed up with the government. A mineshaft! Now that is pretty notable. Unlike my last video, having any kind of wood generate on the surface should make this challenge a breeze. Did you see that? Did you see that arrow fly right past me? If you didn't, I don't blame you. The one downside of these shaders is that I am blind. At this point I see them. Now I'm scared. Run away into the daylight. After gathering a little more wood, I found my first friend. I would like to keep him, but unfortunately I don't know what he eats. Huzzah! A chest! Again, for those unaware, these lucky finds are how we survive in these biomes. I am speechless. Food, melon seeds, diamonds! I have a feeling this will be a very notable episode. It's not often in Minecraft that you get diamonds before you have stone, and don't get me wrong, I'm not one to complain. But, in this situation, stone might be a little more useful than diamonds. You see, at this point, I am confused. Underneath the surface, there is stone, is there not? It just keeps getting deeper. Never in all of my life have I ever used up an entire wooden pickaxe organically. I just used an entire wooden pickaxe digging down to get some stone and found nothing. Nothing. I may not have stone tools yet, but diamond swords? Now that is luxury. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Is that an obscure joke? Does anybody get that reference? If you didn't, that's okay. It's from a movie called Robots. It's a very influential movie for early meme culture. Maybe I'm showing my age a little bit. A little mining around later and I've collected enough copper to clothe myself, which is a good thing. Not because I'm naked, but because it's getting dark outside. However, maybe I shouldn't judge myself. Have you seen Hermitcraft? They all run around without any clothes on. Guys, it's a joke. It's a joke. At this point in the run though, I am out in the open. I have armor and a diamond sword. I feel pretty unstoppable. Although I am confident, I would feel even more confident on an unreachable pillar. Yes, this will do. From this height, I can taunt the zombies in peace. Say what you will about copper tools, but for a challenge like this, they are perfect. Easy to find and works good enough, just like my first car. I don't think I've ever seen such a beautiful sunrise. I also don't wake up that early, but that's besides the point. Hey, I don't judge you for when you wake up at 2 a.m. If you're wondering what I'm looking for along the bank of this river, it's dirt. Literally the most iconic block in all of Minecraft, and there is none of it to be seen. Farming in this video might be a little more challenging than I thought. I don't know what to use these fences for, but they are wooden, and therefore valuable. They're coming with me. After a little more running around, it was time to find a place to call home, because soon I will have no food, and therefore not be able to sprint, and that is a luxury I need to afford. I guess red sand is just as good as yellow sand. It's good to know that sugarcane does not discriminate. I've stumbled around for a couple of minutes now, and oh yeah, mountain in the distance, relatively flat land, this is a place that I can call home. Remember kids, flat land is good land. It is the notable way. I also don't want any of these shrubs or dead bushes around. They might be a fire hazard one day. I'm down to my last piece of bread, and that makes me nervous. But nothing says that I can't fish in the Badlands, so the first thing I will do is build a dock. It's nothing crazy, but I think it's got charm. After all, in this wasteland, I don't exactly have much competition. Dude, just look at that water. It's so beautiful. As night approaches, I've caught my first fish. It's a shame that dirt is so hard to come by, because a farm would have been great. However, rediscovering shaders since middle school, I might rather spend my time fishing off my dock. The view is pretty hard to beat. It's nighttime now, and those endermen over there are starting to make me paranoid. They are even more terrifying with shaders. I was right to be paranoid. Get off my dock, zombie. It is me and for my dead fish only. I was just trying to take a cheeky peek, bruv. But seriously though, what is the aggro distance on these endermen? That was crazy. Thankfully, I'm surrounded by water, and he cannot swim. I've begun to realize that flat, open, dark areas make me nervous. Thankfully, in full armor now, I am 10% less nervous. It's now morning in the Badlands, and while building a house is prudent, exploring for goodies is more fun. So with fish and full copper armor, and my diamond sword, I am hoping to find a mineshaft in these mountains. Had to turn up my render distance to see my dock off in the distance. I'm not even joking when I say this, but my girlfriend then asked, what is that noise? That noise was my computer. Minecraft shaders are no joke. I didn't find anything crazy up here on the mountain, but whoa, that over there in the distance, that looks promising. Yeah, I could run all the way over there, but where's the fun in that when you have an ender pearl? I'm embarrassed to say, but yes, I did forget how to throw an ender pearl. If you're laughing, then good, I've done my job. If you're cringing, well then I apologize. This one's on me. I can hear all the mobs around me, but can't seem to find them. I promise, I'm only here for the wood friends. Please don't mind me. Great nether! I know I have my diamond sword, but just the way they can pop out of nowhere is crazy. Again, as you can see, my strategy is to run away and let them fight each other. Just something you learn growing up with siblings, what can I say? I was really hoping this mineshaft would have dirt, or more chests in it, but given that there are no trees in this biome, I won't be angry about collecting some wood. I could have spent even longer down here collecting wood, but my axe broke. I think it's time to head back home. Ah yes, I can see my land in the distance. I may not be home yet, but with all this wood, it will be very soon. Not sure if you guys knew this, but with 4 string, you can make wool, which I will be using for a bed. It may be made of cobwebs, but at least it will allow me to sleep through the night. Yikes! I know these torches will keep the mobs from spawning too close, but waking up and seeing all of them in the distance definitely has me nervous. It's time for some infrastructure. The first thing I'm going to do is add some light off of my fishing dock. Since fish are my main source of food, I'd like to be able to see better when the bobber goes underneath the water. Nice! It's pretty simple, but I like the way this looks. If you notice some big jumps in time over the next few clips, just know I'm trying to plan out my compound, and I'm getting all my resources ready. Since I have plenty of wood, I'm thinking of doing a log cabin on a stone foundation. Now that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, if this doesn't scream luxury, then I don't know what will. It may not be complete, but having my bed inside makes me feel safer already. I'm really starting to like this house design, but I'm wondering if I'm gonna have enough wood. The entire thing being made out of planks might have been a little bit too ambitious. We'll have to see for now. Now that looks like a house, right? Our wood supply is low though, but our house is nearly complete. It is a monumentous day. With the house mostly complete, the wall goes up next. Our land officially becomes a compound. Notable, is it not? With the skylight complete, the house is now officially done. From the inside, it sort of feels like I'm living in a fishbowl. But hey, at least any mobs that are approaching, I will be able to see from miles away. It may cost me a whole 5 wooden planks, but no world would be complete without a boat. How else would I travel across this barren landscape? You know, it really does look pretty with the sunset. It's almost like someone lives there. Over the course of this video, I have accumulated several of these cactus flowers. My girlfriend would be proud to see me decorating. I've got just one more flower. Ugh, where do I put it? On top of the furnace. Will be just as good a place as any, I guess. On the topic of decorating, my options are pretty limited, but some sugarcane on the side of my house might add some nice greenery. Nice. I've fulfilled my decorating obligation. Time to adventure once more. Maybe I just wanted an excuse to justify making this boat, but here we are, taking it to that mountain. Thank you, boat. We've saved a total of 15 seconds thanks to you. I think it was a worthwhile investment. What are you talking about? Usually it's at this point in the video that I start to look for an elevated place to build a lookout to gaze upon the progress I've made in the mere 100 minutes. For this video, I think a flag on top of this mountain will be a perfect way to symbolize that I was once here. At the top of the mountain, if you squint your eyes, you can see our land. It feels good to see my progress. It is a humble home indeed. I've literally never built a flag before in Minecraft, so please be kind to me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, it might be a little simple, but it definitely looks man-made, and at this point, that's all I can ask for. Wow, is that a view? I think it will be a tradition in these videos to have a lookout. Finding views like this really does make you appreciate the simple things in Minecraft. There's nothing special about this clip, but I wanted to show you anyway. It's the only time that you'll see me arrive at the compound by boat. I am really having a hard time justifying this thing's existence. From the land below, the flag really does give the world a nice touch. I'm glad that I made it. And from distance, you can't even tell how poorly it was constructed. With the challenge more or less complete, I figured I'd fish for a little to see if I can get any lucky loot. I indeed was not very lucky. As we near the end of this 100-minute challenge, I figured it would be a good time to show all of you, especially those who skip to the end, a world tour. After beginning our challenge and collecting some basic resources, we ventured out searching for a place to call home. Stumbling our way over here, we decided to call this spot home. We built a dock for fishing, since food was scarce, constructed this fishbowl of a house with a skylight so I can see danger coming from miles away, and even added a little cactus farm, although I'm not sure why, I just had the urge to do so. We even built a flag on top of that mountain over there to mark our territory, and prove that we indeed were here. The Badlands may seem inhospitable at first, but with some creativity and a bit of luck from those mineshaft chests, and a whole lot of fishing, it is absolutely survivable. Looking back on these 100 minutes, I'm pretty proud of what we accomplished. Thanks all for watching, and if you enjoy this challenge, let me know what biome I should tackle next. I'll see you in the next one.